That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
This is nuts. Montreal Canadiens have obviously arrived. New York Islanders top-line defenseman Noah Dobson is now a Montreal Canadien. This is crazy. This changes everything. Let's talk about it.
Hot dogs, get your hot dogs. Come on, get your hot dogs.
This literally just happened. I just found out what the return is, and I'm walking on air. I can't believe we did it. I think there was a lot of me that thought, Montreal this doesn't happen in Montreal. It's too early, players don't want to come here yet. But I'm not thinking with my proper agent brain here. Noah Dobson's a kid. How old is he? 25 years old. 6'4". Oh my gosh. I'm from Bathurst. He played in my hometown's Quebec Major Junior Hockey League team, the Acadie Bathurst Titans. This just feels so good to me, He's almost achieved 3 seasons with 50 points or more. He had one season where he had 49 points, one season where he had 39 points. Yeah, this is blowing my mind, man. So I have to rejig our defensive pairings now. I don't really even understand how this works. What happens with Matheson? Gooley and Hudson, or is it Dobson and Hudson? No, is it Dobson and Hudson? Okay, maybe Gooley, Hudson. We keep Matheson maybe for 1 year. Matheson, Dobson, and then Struble and Carrier. Oh man, this is bonkers. So the defensive pairings, that's looking pretty good. What the heck does this mean for Reinbacher, Mailloux, Jacky? Oh man, this is crazy. All right, so the return, both first round draft picks. That could come back, that could be bad. That could be the next Cole Caulfield might have just gotten away from us. But this, I can't not see this as a bird in the hand, 2 in the bush type situation, or I guess a bird in the hand, 3 in the bush type situation. Yeah, this is a roll of the dice, but I think that Montreal played it the safe way, and it sounds like Dobson is signing under $10 million a year. That contract is going to mature excellently, barring terrible injuries and all that fun stuff that please don't happen. It's not going to happen on a Montreal team where they play some smart hockey. Nobody's going to get injured, right? Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Future Whiskey here. So I thought about it a little bit more, and I'm editing this now and I'm watching it back, and something that should have occurred to me is that messing around in the high part of the first round draft, you could argue that this is the last season that Montreal could do that. They're filling holes now. This is not time to develop some 18, 19-year-olds for 3-4 years. I mean, yeah, you could probably still argue that they should still be doing that. It's just, I don't think that this is the draft to do it. You know what I mean? I like this. This allows them to be agile with their decisions with roster spots that maybe they don't really know what they want to do. I maintain this is smart. I maintain that I like this. I'm having mixed feelings a little bit now. Before I was just seeing stars. Everything was rose tinted and beautiful. But you need to implement Dobson into the lineup. He needs to be playing at expected levels. But I really think we're gonna love this kid. Yeah, still good feelings. So back to previous an hour and a half ago, Whiskeylung. More information coming in. The trade with CBJ would have been for both first round picks, Dmitry Voronkov, and another piece, a prospect or a later pick. So apparently that would have done it for Columbus, and they didn't think that was good. I guess we'll never know unless we find out who the prospect or later pick was. But to me, that looks like a kind of a no-brainer from Columbus. It's obvious that New York wants to trade up in this draft and find a way to get their hands on one of those top 7 players. There's a butter zone there. I think there's a lot of questions about the prospects in this draft. Who is good? Who is punching above their weight class? But again, I think in those top 7 picks, you're looking at some pretty great prospects. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm going to have to think about this a little bit more. Something else very notable happened today. John Tavares signed in Toronto, but we don't care too much about that. The thing is, he signed at a really great deal. I scoffed at the idea that Tavares would sign at like a Duchesne deal. Duchesne signed really low. But Tavares, yeah, you got to hand it to him. He wanted to stay in Toronto, it looks like. There's bonuses that are associated with his re-signing. apparently those bonuses, once the CBA gets all hashed out, those types of bonuses, they're no good no more. That's some interesting stuff too. The CBA talking about like permanent e-bugs or on roster, on payroll e-bugs. Can you imagine that's a way for teams to have like retired goaltenders on their salary? All of a sudden, Marc-Andre Fleury, he's back. Who else? Carey Price. Can you imagine Carey Price signs one of these e-bug contracts? Yeah, that's fun to think about. I don't know what the details are behind it, if that's even allowed, but it's definitely fun to think about. Can you imagine? Oh, geez, shucks, dang it. Both goaltenders are sick again. Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Finals, both goaltenders have diarrhea. I guess we have to play Carey Price. Funny stuff, comedy. That's all I'm going to touch on for now. I have to, absorb this. And actually, I don't know if you've seen my post, but I'm getting married tomorrow. I need to get a haircut. I need to wax the unibrow. I got a lot of things to do. I got to prepare. I got to clean the house. I got to, get everything ready. So let me go do that. I'm going to go do that. Like the video. It helps me out with search results or something or other. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I would love to have you. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.